U-boat captains. And the problem was you couldn't cover all the way across the Atlantic. Aircraft could operate one side of the Atlantic or the other, but there was a gap in the middle. And amongst others, this was one of those aircraft that filled that gap. The U-boat had been spotted, its position would be radioed back, and then generally the aircraft would try and attack that U-boat. The U-boat captain had a choice, could either dive and try and evade. More often than not, they would stay on the surface and fight. The U-boat was certainly very well gunned, and there were some fierce fights. This is not a fast aircraft. And no, in fact, 2 VCs were awarded to captains of Catalinas for courageous attack.
That demonstrated on this pass from left to right. The fact of their being retractable, helping further reduce the drag of the aircraft. And then came, as I mentioned, the further improvement into the amphibian configuration with the PBY-5A model. And the colour scheme on this particular aeroplane, which was in fact built in Canada by the Canadian Vickers Company, and is therefore, strictly speaking, a Canso, that was the name the Canadians gave to their license-produced Catalinas, recalls another facet of this aircraft's operational service, both during and after World War II, which was in the air-sea rescue role. When air-sea rescue services began to develop, it was of course a purely military affair, the objective being to rescue downed aircrew from, for example, the English Channel. And so it was that the RAF began employing aircraft like, in particular, the Supermarine Walrus in that role, assisted by the likes of Westland Lysanders and even Spitfires and other frontline types, dropping rescue equipment to downed aircrew. Very late in World War II, the US Army Air Forces finally managed to get their hands on a few Catalinas, production up to that point having been largely reserved, as far as the American forces were concerned, for the US Navy and Marine Corps. In 2005, when this aircraft was put into military markings, the decision was taken to commemorate the loss of that particular OA-10A Catalina. And those early air-sea rescue efforts, rescuing down military aircrew during wartime, the forerunners to the much broader air-sea rescue.